Hello students, we are solving the IB Math AHL past papers and currently we are solving the IB Math AHL November 2022 paper 2 past paper. Today we'll be solving the question number 8 of this paper. You will be getting the links to all the previously solved questions of this paper and of the other papers in form of playlists in my channel NS Online Math Tutoring Classes. So without any further delay, let us start answering question number 8. The maximum mark is 6. The following diagram shows liquid in round bottom glass flask which is made of a sphere and a cylindrical neck. This is the glass flask. Okay, and initially the flask is empty. Liquid is poured into the flask at a rate of 2 centimeter cube per second. 2 centimeter cube. Centimeter cube is representing the volume per second. So that means this is the value for dV by dt. Okay. You may assume that the liquid does not reach the cylindrical neck. The volume V centimeter cube and the height 8 centimeter of the liquid in the flask satisfy the equation V equal to 5 pi h square minus 1/3 pi h cubed. Find the rate of change of the height of the liquid in the flask at the instant when the volume of the liquid is 200 centimeter cube. We are required to find the rate of change of the height, obviously with respect to time. So we are required to find dH over dt. Okay. At the instant when the volume is 200 centimeter cube. So, okay, fine. Let us start with this volume expression. First of all, okay. Phi is equal to 5 pi h square minus 1/3 pi h cubed. And we are given this value is dV dt. dV dt, it is equal to 2. Okay. So, and we are required to find dH by dt. So, we will be using the implicit differentiation. We will be differentiating this whole expression or the whole equation with respect to t. Okay. If I differentiate v with respect to t, I get dV by dt. 5 pi, it is the coefficient, so it stays. Next, I will be differentiating h square with respect to t, so it is times by 2h times dh dt minus 1/3 pi, again the coefficients, and the derivative of 3h square with respect to t will be, derivative of h cube with respect to t will be 3h square dH over dt. Okay. And we know the value of dV by dt, so I can write this to be equal to 2, and 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, let me take dH by dt common. dH by dt common, and from the first term I am having 10 pi h, and from the second term these two will be cancelling and I am having minus pi h square. Okay, and therefore dH, because we are required to find dH by dt, this is equal to 2 over 10 pi h minus pi h square. Okay, fine. So we will be getting this is the expression for dh by dt, but we need to get the numerical value. For that, we need to know the value of h. And what value of h should we be taking? We will be getting the value of h when v is equal to 200 centimeter cube. And we are having this expression for v. So let me just write it over here. V is equal to 5 pi h square minus 1/3 pi h cube. Okay. And V is 200. So this is 200 equal to 5 pi h square minus 1/3 pi h cube. And if I try to manipulate the equation to make the h the subject, I can do that. One term is having h square, another term is having h cube, but I think actually I prefer the graph. So I think I will be going for the graphs. Using the graphs because it is paper 2, I will not be wasting any time in just manipulating this equation. I can do two things. I can draw a graph of this function separately and y equals this part, the right hand side, and I can draw another horizontal line as y equals 200 and I can get the point of intersection. But I am bringing this 200 to the other side. That means I am subtracting 200 from both the sides. So it is 5 pi h square minus 1/3 pi h cube minus 200 is equal to 0. I'll be graphing this function expression and I will be getting the x coordinates or the zeros. Okay. I don't know how many zeros will I be getting because this is a cubic equation. Let's see. Okay. Add graphs. Fine. And I have to check the expression 5 pi h square. In place of h, I'll be writing x. So 5 pi x square will be the first term. Okay. So 5 pi, you can write 5 pi, but I always prefer to put the multiplication sign in between. 5 pi x square minus 1/3 pi h cube. Okay. So minus 1/3. So it will be 1 and 3 times pi times x cubed. Okay, minus 200. Enter. Fine. Okay, I'm at least having these two zeros. I don't know whether I'll be having, yeah, there's another zero. It is a cubic equation, so there are 3 zeros, but I am interested in the first zero. So, what is the first zero? The first zero, if I come from the left, is obviously an x value, which is a negative value of x. And height will definitely not be a negative number. So, I will be interested in getting this first zero. Okay. So, analyze graph and 0. And this is the 0. You may say that the y value is not equal to 0. It is approximately almost equal to 0 because this is 10 to the power of negative 11. Okay, so for all practical purposes, this can be taken to be equal to 0. And the corresponding x value, which is the height which we are interested in getting, is 4.20648. Okay, 4.20648. So h equal to 4.20648 centimeters using GDC graphs. Okay, fine. Now I will be substituting this value of h in this equation or expression of dh by dt. Okay, so this is equal to 2 over, okay, it is 2 over 10 pi times 4.20648 minus pi times, I have to write below this line, I don't have sufficient space, so pi times 4.20648 whole square. Okay, so this is the expression. Again, I'll be using the calculator and getting the value of dh by dt. So I go to the calculator. This time I'll be using the calculator, and it is 2 over 10 times pi times 4.20648 minus pi times 4.20648 square. Okay, and enter. It is 0.0261. Up to 3 significant figures I am taking. 0.0261. Okay, so this is equal to, therefore, dh by dt equal to 0.0261 centimeter per second. Let me once more check the answer. 0.0261, okay, up to 3 significant figures. Of course, using GDC. Okay, so this is the answer for this question number 8. It was a question based on implicit differentiation. You can avoid using the implicit differentiation method as well. In that case, you have to get dv by dh. From this relation, you have to get dv by dh. Okay, let me write the expression for dv by dh. It will be equal to 5 pi times 2h is 10 pi h, and h cube when differentiated with h is 3h square. So this 3 and the 3h square, 3 from the 3h square will be getting cancelled. So it will be minus pi h cube, h square. Okay, so dv by dh will be equal to this, and you can write dv by dt, because you are given dv by dt value, will be equal to dv by dh times dh by dt. You will be getting exactly the same expression for dh by dt, but if you go by this chain rule method, then you can avoid the implicit differentiation. I have used the implicit differentiation method. Okay. So you can either use the chain rule or the implicit differentiation to come to the answer. And thank you for staying with me till the end. In case you have any queries, any doubts, please feel free to write to me in the comment section. I'll be trying my level best to answer and clear your doubts. And in case you have liked my explanation, please to give this video a like, and please share this video with your friends so that even they can get benefited by watching this video. And in case you are new to my channel, or you have in case not subscribed till now, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will be motivating me to make more math videos for you. We meet again very soon in our next session. We will be solving question number 9 of the same paper. So till then, bye.